And just a few years ago, I moved back to Iceland, and I was looking for something else to do, and I came across this novel by Hallgrímur Helgason, who I think has been published in Swedish. This book, Rokland or Stormland, yeah, it has been published in Swedish. And he also wrote 101 Reykjavik. He's been published quite a bit in Scandinavia, the Nordic countries, as well as Germany. And I found this book. It was published in like Christmas 2005. I think it was written in 2003 and 4. And when I came back to Iceland, and I hadn't lived there for 10 years or something like that, I was just amazed at all the mad sort of greed that was going on. There were buildings everywhere, and construction cranes, and fast food restaurants, and everything had changed extremely rapidly in just a few years. And everybody was kind of cashing in. It was like a gold rush. And I read this book, and this book, Rokland, is very much about that. It's about a character who's sort of slacker. He's been in Germany for 10 years, like I was in Canada for 10 years, and he comes back and he starts teaching in a small school in northern Iceland, in Sauðárkrókur. And Sauðárkrókur actually has connections with Kristianstad, I think. You know, that town. It's just, and I actually worked in Kristianstad when I was 17 for 2 months. Just made that connection actually when I was thinking about that. Anyway, so it's about this guy. He's teaching in the school. It's like a college, 16 to 20-year-olds, gymnasium, yeah, and he has this blog, and he's rebelling against the society, and he lives sort of in the past. He lives and breathes Nietzsche and Viking stories, and romanticizes everything, and he's completely misunderstood. And he wants to have a revolution in society. He wants to change things. And so this is what attracted me to the book. And the book is 400 pages. I approached Hallgrímur, the writer, and it took some time to, work out the details and getting the rights to the novel. There were a few other filmmakers who wanted to do it. But then I got it and I started writing the script, and that process took about a year and a half, 2 years, and then I had to sort of distill. I mean, when you're taking a novel, it's a complicated process of distilling just sort of main themes, and there's so many things in the book that you cannot, you just cannot make into a film. And so these are always, I feel, with adapting a novel, I mean, I find it a ridiculous exercise in comparing the two. They are completely different entities. It is a foundation, one sort of spawns the other, and it's like, trying to tell your child that it's like you or something. It's not. They're different beings. We shot last winter and last summer, and I've been editing for a few months now, and we hope to have it ready in the fall. So I made this just for this presentation. You're actually the first people to see parts of this film. What has happened before this is that our hero, or anti-hero, Böddi, Böðvar Steingrímsson, has been fired from his job. He took some kids out to this small island where Grettir the Strong, a Viking from the 11th century, was an outlaw, and one of the girls broke her leg, and the Coast Guard helicopter had to come and pick her up, and it was a whole mess. And he tends to make mess of things, this guy, and now he's been out drinking, and there's been a fight at the bar, and he's in love with this young girl. He has like a Lolita complex for her, so he's really too young for him, but he's in love with her anyway. And then there's this other girl that he's going now with, and she's actually the daughter of the dean of the school that had fired him. So that's the backstory. And we'll just show the film. There is, I mean, because this is a work in progress, I mean, the sound is not mixed and the color is all off, and there's an animation part in the middle that is missing, so.
Þú erum bara í bílinn, hún er rauð.
Varstu eitthvað mótnáð?
Fórum við suður.
Taka, hvernig áttum við saman?
Þinn, hann er bara vinur. Og ég kalla vinina sem er sér líka vin.
Nú, hvað gerur það?
Æ, þú veist, það stendur engum í vináttunni, eins og skáldið sagði. Og veistu hvað? Ég held að átt að hann standi bara ekki, punktur, sama í hvað átt það er.
Hei.
Hvað? Ekki hætta?
Það er þyrla fyrir aftan okkur.
Hva?
Það var þyrla að koma.
Hvað þyrla?
Þetta er ekki Tony Grubb eitthvað.
Það er sko, ég bara í honum.
Taka, þetta er hægt að.
Nei, begðu þig bara, ég leita.
Leita einhverju?